Hey y'all, Chuck here, Paige with No Time to Be Sad. Hey, we are about to leave to head to our 3-week adventure around Thailand. I hope you guys come with us. Right now I want to do another Q&A video before we take off.
QnA.
Okay, first question is by Carmine Prinzo. Carmine says, do the electric bicycles and electric vehicles require a license to drive and insurance? I'm drinking, what is this? Some kind of tea.
Ginger tea.
Ginger tea. My throat is, I've been talking too much. So yeah, you know, they're not really that popular. They do sell electric scooters in Thailand. I've seen in the Nong Khai area a lot of electric, like tuk-tuks, little taxis. But they're not extremely popular, but I have done some research on it. I will share a link here. This was about the best one that I could find. There's a lot of information out there about this, but basically the law is if it's 500 watt or higher, you are required to have a registration, insurance, and a license to drive. Anything under, I think, 50 cc's on a combustible engine, you're not required to have a permit to drive anything under 50 cc's. But all that being said, a lot of times people want to buy these also to be able to bypass the police checks, the multiple police checks in Thailand. You're still going to have to wear a helmet. Here's the thing though, I think a lot of the police probably aren't too up to date on the rules of an electric scooter or cart. So you may have a difficult time arguing with them about that. My suggestion is just to have it registered and have a license to operate. Now if it's under those, you may not be able to get a registration because it's under 500 watt. Which you probably have a difficult time getting around much of Thailand anyway, or anything under 50 cc's. But when you go through the police checks, they're still going to want to see a license. They're going to want to see a permit of some sort, and they want to see a registration. But my scooter is 125 cc, and when you register it, it comes with minimal liability insurance, and I think it was about 1,000 baht a year to register the scooter. So it's about $30 US for the whole year. If I get injured on it, my other regular insurance will cover me for that. But in Thailand, you know, the thing is about, I got a lot to say about the police. I probably just keep most of it to myself. But I think our perception is how we always thought about police, and that's for them to protect and serve us. It's not like that in Thailand. The police work for the government, and if you were ever in need of the police, you're going to be there a long time. A lot of times people have to apprehend the person that's robbing them and keep them hostage for a few hours before the police will even show up. So it's a lot different thinking and the police mentality here in Thailand. But you know, if you get pulled over by something and you have to pay a 200 or 400 baht fine for some mysterious reason, you really just got to bite your tongue and move forward, because it's really only $6 if you think about it. That's not really a lot of money, but I understand that it's not just that maybe you didn't do anything wrong, but it's the principle of the whole thing is just hard for us to get our head wrapped around it. I don't think I ever will. It gets me riled up, and Paige especially too, when we get pulled over for not doing anything wrong. And getting a 200 baht fine for speeding when I was going under the speed limit. So it gets frustrating at times, but you just got to remember where you're at and just smile and laugh it off. But you do have to have a registration, insurance, and a driver's license to operate that. Anything over 500 watt in Thailand. Yeah. Next question by Phil Bett. Do you have to have an address in the United States to keep your account with Bank of America? I have Bank of America now, but moving to Thailand full time with no relatives in the US to use their address. Very good question. Nobody's ever asked that to me before. Yes, they do want you to have an address back home to be able to obtain an account with Bank of America. Especially if you have a credit card. But we have plenty of friends and family there, so it's not going to be a problem for us. You can go online and find many places that offer a virtual scannable mailing address, a real deal Google searched mailing address. Now there is a fee to it. You can scan your mail, look at your mail, you can store mail, store boxes, have stuff shipped, have stuff shredded. You have to pay a monthly fee depending on how much mail you get. You know, maybe you want to have stuff shipped, like a lot of times people have stuff shipped to America so they don't have to pay the international shipping fees, and then they figure out a way to get them here. But a lot of people have stuff mailed to, they use it for a mailing address for packages mostly. But I'll share the link to that, and that's no problem. There's many options of that. This particular one had different options of states. A lot of them that I saw were only in California. It would be okay maybe for your bank address, but I would be leery about having that be my address for maybe tax reasons, because I know they have a state tax in California and we don't have it in Texas. So I wouldn't want to have my address changed to California. Next question is by Caclius. I'm sorry, I know you comment a lot on my channel. I can't pronounce your name or your title. Chuck, what is the backstory on you and baking? This question's been answered before, but has been asked a lot here recently. I like to bake. Baking in Thailand's really easy. The dough rises like really fast because of the humidity and the heat here. But the backstory is that I used to bake to relieve stress, believe it or not. I'd come home from a typical bad day at work, you know, and make a cocktail and break out the flour, you know, slinging flour and dough and crap everywhere. Sometimes baking until midnight, such a bad day, but my neighbors appreciate it. I never ate the stuff, cookies, cakes, breads, pizzas. My neighbors would knock on the door like, are you having a bad day today? Before we order some pizza, I just wanted to ask, like, what kind do you want? But I would bake to relieve stress. As crazy as that might seem, it made me relax to bake. I don't get it, but that's the backstory. Next question is from Malcolm Shaw. No disrespect, Chuck, but I can never tell what Paige is saying. She needs to speak up. It's no disrespect to me, Malcolm, but it would be disrespectful for me to tell Paige, hey, nobody can hear you. Can you speak up? I can't hear her either, Malcolm. I have only 10% hearing left in this ear, which I'm fine with. This one's like bionic, you know, but she's just a very soft-spoken person. When she speaks in Thai, she speaks loud and clearly. So, you know, she's been speaking English. She's lived in America most of her life, so she speaks English very good, but she's very soft. Personally, I'd rather have her soft-spoken than the opposite of that, which I've had plenty of relationships, and I'd much rather have her being soft-spoken. But to be honest with you, she really could care less about being a contributor to my channel. She loves to be in the video, but not really be a part of it. She doesn't want. If I try to put the camera in her face, she just kind of shuts down. So, out of respect to Paige, I don't try to put the camera in her face. And that's why a lot of times you'll hear me speaking over her or repeating what she says, because a lot of times what she says is funny or factual stuff that I would love to share, but we just can't hear what she's saying. So, sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. It's better for me. Next question. From Mark Jomini. Hi Chuck, still enjoying your videos. May I suggest you mention that big guys, XL or better, have a hard time finding clothes that fit. I have to buy 3XL and size 46 shoes. Both are usually unavailable. My knee are very hard to find. I wish I had brought more from the United States. Look me up next time you're in the Lampang area. Yeah, I have had a lot of people here lately talk to me about having difficulties, and I do mention that in a lot of our travel videos, that might never have anything. If you're not getting too much out of that Lampang area, yeah, you said it right, it would be very hard to find. But in Bangkok, you can find that. Most of the low dust stores have bigger size clothes. But I typically wear, this is an extra large, but I bought it in the United States. Here in Thailand, if they say they don't have Phalang size, but they have Thai size, I have to get a 3X in Thai size for it to fit normal. But some places now, because I don't know if you've looked around, but Thai people are getting a lot bigger. So, well, they have been, but now they finally realize that they've got to buy bigger clothes and they're not selling the petite stuff anymore. So I just did a video in Chiang Mai not too long ago. I went to a booth and found these kind of shirts that I like that are very thin. I asked her if she had Phalang size. She said no. All she had was XL. I was like, okay, forget it. She goes, but they're, as I was getting ready to walk away, she goes, but they're Phalang style shirts. So I pulled one out and said, yeah, they are. So I should have bought more, but I have a lot still. But I always say that when you find something in Thailand, buy it, because most likely it will not be there again. That's one good thing about shopping. It's always an adventure. Every time I go to the store, it's like, wow, they got this, or they got that, or they got this, or they don't have this anymore. What happened, you know? So it's an adventure. But I've had several comments about clothing size. Larry Stewart, would I be able to find 2XL and 3XL shirts there? I worry about fine clothes to fit me. Love your choice of superhero short shirts. Now just bring plenty of stuff, you know, and you can always have your friends or family mail you stuff from the United States, but there are places, especially in tourist areas, that sell bigger size clothing now, but most of the time, no. Randy Larkin, hey Chuck, where are you buying your shirts there? When we were there in March, I could not find any that fit me. Every shop said they had Phalang size, but nothing fit me. I am only large size. You're the same as me, I'm large, you have to ask for 2X. But try it on in the shop. Every time I go, they say, oh no, it'll fit you, it'll fit you. I'm like, okay, so I make the attempt to put it on. I can't get it off, but I put it on just to show them. For some reason, Thai people have a very bad perception of distance and size. They can't park, they can't really drive in certain sections of the road. That's a different story, but anyway, 3X if you're an XL on Thai style, Thai size shirts, music. That brings me to my next question, or not really question. I made a video not too long ago I stopped off on a bike ride and I wanted to talk to you guys about marriage in Thailand, why most of the time it fails. I was in an area that was near a road, and I was in a town where I was not going to be able to find too many quiet places. So I get a lot of complaints a lot of times about the noise. Not too many. I mean, this video had about 300 comments and maybe 4 or 5 people complained about the noise. It was no problem for the most of the people. But before I talk to you about some of the comments, I want to say this, that Thailand is a very loud place. It's the loudest place I've ever been to in my entire life as far as a country. There's always crap going on and it's full throttle. When you go to sit down in a restaurant, they want to turn the speakers right here and they want to crank it up like that's what you really enjoy. Thai people enjoy that, I don't, but it's very loud. So if you're a very sensitive person to noise, Thailand's not going to be a place for you. So you might as well just watch a different channel on maybe some other country, or another vlogger, because a lot of times the Thai vloggers, they actually don't even live in Thailand. They're just making videos from their little place somewhere in Europe, and they've made a couple of trips to Thailand and they want to continue to make videos about them. But my suggestion is, especially you got to come to Bangkok, either wear earplugs or try to be a little bit more flexible. You're going to need that flexibility when coming to Thailand. The Rudy 47, why you film in loud street like this? Nearly don't understand anything. Again, come here, try to have a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation with you right now, and the guy down the street is playing his music as loud as he possibly can. But anyway, you try to have a conversation with somebody and tell me how that works out. Georgia Walker. interesting, but too much background noise. Next time, pick a quieter location. If I limit myself to locations that are quiet, you'll probably get one video a month from me. Harold Tevnar. Background noise is a problem in this blog. A pity! Exclamation point. A blog is something that you read on the internet that has information. A vlog is usually a video log, but again, if it's something that you really don't like about my channel with the noise, then you don't have to watch it. This isn't a professional production, this is YouTube, and I like to film real life in Thailand, spontaneous stuff, and this is how it is in Thailand. This is welcome to my world. If you don't like the noise, I'm sorry, you will definitely not like Thailand. But if I thought it was so bad, the noise, and you couldn't hear what I'm saying, I would have never even edited and produced the video. It wasn't really that bad. So I'm a little sarcastic because I think that you're over exaggerating. Sukamar Naktarajan. Hi guy, when you speak I heard lots of vehicle sound behind you. I felt disturbed. I'm sorry again, if you felt disturbed, you may have some other issues if you were disturbed about the noise behind me, but I was on a street in a public area, and yeah, it's noisy. Lee Meek, excellent topic, but please redo in a quieter location. I think the video turned out pretty good. It's just one of those things in Thailand. Andre G, very noisy background. Anyway, welcome to my world. I want to share some emails that I got with you guys, just maybe 3 emails, and try to answer their question on a video here. First of all, I really enjoy your posts and videos. Thank you. My wife is Thai, and we currently live in Michigan. We are relocating to Thailand when I retire from the fire department. Did you know where you wanted to live? Did you know where you wanted to live there prior to moving, or were you open? We are contemplating the Karat area. What do you wish you would have done differently, if anything? We currently go once a year to visit with her and my family, and they are awesome. 25th ID, question mark. Spent some time with some Tropic Lightning guys when I was deployed. Do you prefer an area with a decent sized expat population or no? My experience has been expats just complaining and whining, yet they still choose to stay, so not sure what the point is. Take care. We had everything just about planned out before we came here. I'm very efficient when it comes to planning, and I have to know all the details and facts, which didn't really work out for me when I first got to Thailand. I had a crash course on Thai culture. But we knew we were going to live here. This is our home base. This is an awesome place. It's not the quietest place, but there's not a lot of people that live here, and that's what I like the most. And it still has a lot of things here that I can get. I don't have to travel very far to go to the 7-Eleven or the grocery store. But since we've landed in Thailand, we've been on the go. So our idea was to travel around Thailand and enjoy a flexible lifestyle. So if we want to stay here for a while, we can do whatever we want to. We're not pinned down. You guys know me by now, what I think about buying anything permanent in Thailand, especially if you're not married to a Thai national. It's so easy and cheap, and it makes more sense in Thailand to rent than it does to buy something, because we're never a permanent resident in Thailand. We're always a visitor. So why would you try to anchor down into something it just doesn't make sense to me. But that's how we were brought up in our mindset. Thank you. Anyway, that's a different story, but our idea was to be flexible. Karat is a great area. Karat is building a massive super toll road right now, a massive train system. I do like Karat. It's too busy for me, but Karat is big, and you can get outside the city. But Karat has everything. it's the biggest province in Isan. Yes, I was with the 25th ID, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, in the headquarters command building. Would I have done anything differently? People have asked me to make videos about this topic and or talk about it, but I really don't have any regrets, and I really don't have anything that I would do differently in Thailand. I came here I got rid of everything. I was pretty flexible when I got here. I had a lot of ideas of things I wanted to do. I'm glad I didn't pursue it. But I don't really have any regrets, so there is no reason for me to try to comment or make a video about that, because I just choose to have a simple life and I bought a vehicle so that we can be independent, and I came here with the retirement funds, enough retirement funds to not have to worry about anything. I do not prefer to be in an expat area. We travel a lot in these areas that are heavy populated with tourists. I do like to go to those places. A lot of them are beautiful, but I don't like to surround myself with them, because I get the same sense that you do about the complaining, and I don't understand either. And it's difficult to have a normal conversation with these people, for me anyway, so I just avoid them as much as possible. But they're not just in Thailand, they're infected everywhere in the world. I get so many negative, you guys wouldn't believe the negativity crap. The thing is that negative people hate positivity. They hate somebody to be successful at something where they failed, where they don't, in their mind they didn't fail, they just can't admit that they failed, but they despise it when somebody is successful at one of their failed attempts in life. Anyway, next email. I am a new subscriber, just worked out how to do this. We have been watching your videos, it seems, for a long time now. You're a regular in our daily lives. Thank you. My partner Neil has followed you to help us plan our holidays to Thailand. We are planning out next holiday. We are flying to Chiang Mai We are flying to Chiang Mai for the first time and spending European New Year's Eve in 2020 there, hoping to see the Lantern Festival and possibly fireworks in the old city. Our journeys have just begun. Our next holiday will be for 3 weeks. We are from London and we have fallen in love with Thailand after a 2-week visit, retiring in maybe 5 years. Is that even possible? I know it's a big question. Can I start a business? I don't know what in. Can you advise where to drive to between Chiang Mai to Krabi and PP? We love the beach. It would be great to hear from you, Kap Kunka, Neil, and Amanda. Yes, Amanda. So the Lantern Festival I have not been able to catch yet so far. But if you want to see the fireworks, definitely stay in the city, because it's a lot of people traveling there during this time. So, but yeah, share some pictures. It ought to be fun. Retiring in maybe 5 years, it just all depends on you. What you need to do is you got to figure out what kind of lifestyle you want in Thailand. You got to kind of figure out a budget. I made a video called Can You Afford to Live in Thailand? It was kind of like a generic kind of way to figure out a budget for you. But, figure out a budget and then multiply it by 2. I mean, we just kind of figured our own out, and then, figure it out without any social benefits like Social Security or pensions or something, or the what ifs. And, you got to try to factor in as many what ifs as you can, and then go from there. But life's too short to be worrying about all the what ifs. They really kind of keep you from doing a lot of things in life. And you realize this later on in life, that those what ifs really kind of anchored you down into scaring you into believing that we should be so overly cautious about everything in our life that we just don't enjoy life, Don't try to work in Thailand. That's just my opinion. I know I have a lot of people I've met that have businesses in Thailand. Some that have had businesses in Thailand. I've had my own personal thoughts of businesses in Thailand. It's very difficult to obtain a business here. I'll share a link with you that gives you some information on how to go about doing it. But my theory is why come here to try to make Thai money and try to live in such a beautiful country that you're consumed by a daily grind of trying to sell crap for nothing. So yes, you should start a business, but back in your own country, because you can make 5 times more there and just save the money and come enjoy life here in Thailand. That's basically what I did. I wanted to do the same thing, but you know, I had all these ideas, and Paige was like, yeah, you know, it's not going to work in Thailand. And in my mind, because I'm very business oriented, I was like, you know, if I commit to something and I have an idea, I can make it work because I'm that kind of person, you know. But after being here just for when I first got here, just under a year, I realized that it's not going to work in Thailand. It's so different here, and there's no sense in trying to make baht in Thailand. Definitely don't recommend it, but some people are happy with businesses here. Gives them something to do, something to look forward to, because they're really not the traveling type, but they love Thailand to where they want to come here and have something to do. But a lot of times it's a foreigner has a Thai wife, and she has the business and he's helping in the background. Next email. Chuck and Paige, hello from Corpus Christi, Texas. Hello. Got a question. Sure you have mentioned it before, but I am coming in September to meet a nice woman I met online. She is from Bangkok. First visit will be 30 days or less. But question, if I stay longer, I need an extension. Am I supposed to have round trip ticket to enter country? How do I go about getting extensions and get ticket back to the States without paying penalties with extra money? Like your videos, plus I am retired veteran, but love Thailand. Got a few Thai friends in the States, but if you can help me, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Mark Cross. Yeah, I have a suggestion for you. Don't get an entry tourist visa here in Thailand. Get that back home. The consulate is in Houston. Just go see her. You can get it real quick. You can get a 90-day tourist visa back in the States. I've never gotten one there. I got my 90-day marriage visa there. It took 2 days. Went there, gave her the paperwork, went back and got the visa. It was a 60-day initially, and then a 30-day automatic extension. I think it's the same with the tourist visa. But you get 90 days. So a lot of airlines like Korean Air, I know Korean Air for sure, you can purchase a round trip ticket, which you gotta have for sure. And then you can just pay whatever the price is to change the additional price to change the date for the next flight. But I would just try to maybe plan for 60 days, get your round trip ticket for that. And then from there, if you need to extend it longer, then do so. But that being said, a lot of people come to Thailand as backpackers on a tourist visa. They don't have a round trip ticket back home because they're traveling. So they come to Thailand, and then they go to Laos, or they go to Cambodia, or they go to Myanmar, whatever, and they're traveling Asia. But they want to see an itinerary. They want to kind of know what you're doing. You got to tell them, hey, I'm not coming here to stay. I'm actually doing some traveling around Asia. A lot of people come here to do that. So I don't think it's 100% necessary that you have to have a round trip ticket. But if your plan is to go back, it's a lot cheaper to purchase a round-trip ticket and pay the penalty than a one-way ticket for sure. One-way tickets are very expensive to go back and forth. A one-way ticket there, and it's more expensive to buy a ticket here to go back to the States for whatever reason. But if you did just want to come here on a 30-day on-arrival visa, then you will have to leave the country, and you can get a 15-day stamp to come back. Or if you fly out to a neighboring country, you can come back and get another additional 30 days. But you're limited on how many times you can do that. So the easiest way is just obtain a 90-day tourist visa from your home country or home state. And in your case, if you're still in Corpus Christi, the consulate office is in Houston, Texas. You can call the lady there, very nice lady. I'm sure she's still there. She's been there a long time, and she can answer questions for you, or you can go online and get all the information that you want for that. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, got to get up. By the time you see this video, we will be on the road to our next adventure. It's going to be about 3 weeks long. I hope you guys come with us. I'm going to bring my camera and my computer and all 23,000 of my friends. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It doesn't cost any money. I won't send you anything in the mail. It just helps the channel, and it helps me. So anyway, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow on the next video.